the second year that this protest has been held here.
Yes, and we're holding another one next year and the year after until there's a rise in the carers allowance or they stop it being means tested. It's a simple request, and even though there's a recession, we're still saving the government an awful amount of money. There's a lot of carers can't be here because of their caring role. Last year we had 200. This year we knew there'd be less because of the weather and also because we're in a recession. But it doesn't matter if there's half a dozen of us, we're always going to be here because we've got the committee room and the MPs are going to come to see us, and that's when carers can put their case across.
Okay, well, they might be fairly small in number. We've got a lot of dedicated carers coming out on this chilly March morning, so let's hope the government do listen. I'm here with Deborah and Darren Osborne from the Carers Poverty Alliance. Deborah, can you tell me a little bit about why we're here today?
We're here today to look at the carers allowance and the level that it's at, and that it's not acceptable. At 150, it works out at 152 now for a carer. It's just in this day and age, it's not acceptable for the work that they do. I'm looking to raise awareness so that the government will look at raising the level of carers allowance, and also so it's not means tested when people are applying for benefits.
Yeah, because of course I've heard that a lot of people are not eligible for carers benefits.
Yeah, well obviously if they're carrying certain benefits and become pensionable age, then the carers allowance is taken away from them. And we think that is wrong. We think that they should still be entitled. So they're saving the government £87 billion a year.
There's a petition which is going to be handed in at 10 Downing Street across the road.
Yeah, that's due to be handed in at 1:30. Here's the petition here. It has around 1,300, give or take a few, signatures on it.
That's a very impressive amount. Okay, thank you very much for talking to me. Hi, I'm standing here with a very friendly group of women and one man from the Leicestershire Carers. Can you please introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about who you are, why you've come down from Leicestershire today?
Well, I'm Sheila and I am a carer for my mum in Hinckley, and I'm marching Virgin today. This is my first march and I'm having a ball. People are taking a lot of notice and it's really good.
I'm Sandra from Leicester. I care for two boys, one with mental health problems, one with learning disabilities. I'm not a virgin. And we're here today to tell the government exactly what we want, which is proper recognition, being paid for the job that we do, and, well, what else is there?
£31 an hour is not enough.
That's if you can get it.
Yeah, that's if you can get it. Because a lot of people can't, of course.
No. Well, in January for me it stops when I'm 60, so nothing at all.
And we don't get it anyway, do we?
Because we're working.
Oh, so we don't get it. So.
But we do a full-time job and a full-time job.
And you don't get paid for one of those jobs?
We don't get paid for one of those,
Okay,
no.
I'm here with Christine Steele and I'm joined by David Barrow MP. Could you tell me why you're here?
I'm here to support the campaign, and we've got the opportunity this afternoon to present a position to the Prime Minister at number 10. So in a few minutes' time we'll be going up Downing Street and presenting the petition there. So that's always useful in raising the issue with the Prime Minister and with senior ministers.
And of course this is your second time with us. You were at the Carers protest last year.
Yes, it's the second time, and I know after we've been up to number 10, the protesters here will have a chance to meet their own members of Parliament over in the House of Commons in a committee room, and I'm hoping a lot of my colleagues will take the opportunity to call in and discuss the campaign with them.
Okay, well, we're very grateful that you've done this. Christina, it must be very useful to have an MP so actively involved in the campaign.
David has been right beside us all the way, and I can't thank him enough, and all the staff in his office at Preston. Anything that they can do for us, they will. And David this year got us the largest committee room, which is Committee Room 14, and there's also an awful lot of MPs who are coming this year. I think we've got around 20 MPs, and so it gives the opportunity for the carers to speak to them.
Okay, well that's wonderful. So we're going to be heading off in a few minutes to 10 Downing Street to hand in that petition. Downing Street, where the petition has just been handed in, and I'm joined by...
I'm Tim Farron, I'm the MP for Westmoreland and Lonsdale.
Okay, Tim, and why are you here today?
Because at least 2,000 of my constituents are unpaid carers. They do it for love, not for money, but they also do it under extreme pressure very often, and the lack of support for the thousands, hundreds of thousands of carers there are in the UK is a crime. If you think about the cost that the taxpayer doesn't pay because of people looking after loved ones, it's something like £50 billion a year, and we owe it to the people who care for their loved ones in this country to support them. We need to remember that probably 3 out of every 5 of us will end up being a carer at some point in our lives, and we need to stand in solidarity with them. And the call today is for the government to provide support, a better income for carers, but also more respite care and more support for those for whom they care. Great to do this in a cross-party way today, and we hope the government will listen.
Okay, well, thank you very much for being here, and thank you. Hi, thanks for joining me today. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell me why you're here today?
My name's Imelda Redmond, and I'm Chief Exec of Carers UK, and I'm here to support Chris and the other people who've organised this demonstration today to raise awareness of the issue around carers' benefits. Well, Carers UK is an organisation of carers. Our membership is in carers, and all our board of trustees are carers. We've been around for 46 years campaigning for carers' rights. We've had, we work with political parties, we work with government departments, we work with carers themselves to try and bring about change in a whole range of areas, around employment rights, around getting better services to the people they look after, welfare benefits, a whole host of things that impact. We're currently working on equalities legislation and the reform of social care as well.
Well, I know the petition was handed into 10 Downing Street a little bit earlier. We're about to go into the House of Parliament to meet with MPs soon, so hopefully the MPs will listen.
Yeah, we'll keep pressing, pressing. It will be a long, long journey, but we have to keep on going.
Okay, well, this is the 2nd year, and the carers have said that they are going to keep going every year until a change is made.
Yep, and they're absolutely right to keep on doing that. And we will, from Carers UK, keep on pushing in every way that we can as well.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Westerman, and I'm standing outside the Houses of Parliament, where I've just come from a meeting where a cross-party committee met with a group of about 70 or so carers to discuss the issue of carers' rights. The MPs, many of whom shared personal stories of their involvement in caring, talked about the importance of carers to the community, to the nation's economy, and took questions from carers about carers' allowance and about the inequalities in the law.